This is Matt, Snohomish Off-road Adventures. Today we're having some fun with our Polaris RZR Trail S 1000. We got to 50 miles. We're gonna do our first oil change. The dealer recommends that you drive the RZR for 50 miles and then you can do an oil change. Isn't that wonderful? So that's what we're gonna do today. So first thing you gotta do is start up the engine and let it warm up for about 2 minutes.
2 minutes later.
All right, so step one, you gotta remove the engine cover. So come on in here. Lift this little lever. Lift up on that. You lift up the engine cover and then it's got some tabs back here. You just kind of lift and pull it right out like that. All right, set that off to the side. After you take the engine cover off, then you gotta take the oil fill cap off, right here. You just twist it, take her out. Taking this off so that when we drain the oil, it doesn't get airlocked in the system. We're changing the oil, so we're taking the drain plug off the oil pan. All right, next step is you need a 6mm Allen. You have to find number 6. You have to verify that you got number 6. Right there. This style takes a ratchet, so why don't you follow me down underneath? Oh, it's chilly. All right, we're underneath the RZR. All right, so you come over here, right there. Can you see that? Right there. Okay, I'm gonna take that out. That's the drain plug. Put it nicely underneath. Pop the drain plug. There went the crush washer. All right, so we got to take the oil filter cover off and then the oil filter out. Here we go. You have to make sure that the oil pan is underneath where the filter is going to drain. Alright, not too bad for the first oil change.
Main thing with the first oil change is just
Get rid of the brake-in oil.
from the new engine.
Who is that guy?
It's Bob.
Tell the people who you are. This guy, his name is John.
I'm Frank.
He's a nice guy. So we had to run down to the dealership today, Polaris dealer, and we got a oil change kit. So let's see what's inside. So we got our oil filter, genuine Polaris. Let's see what this says. Full synthetic 4-cycle engine oil. We're gonna take this oil filter and put it in. One very important step. You need to ensure that the oil filter housing is clean. Reg. Take any clean rag down here, wipe inside the oil filter housing. All right, take the oil filter, carefully put it down there. This is a very critical step. Make sure that you get oil filter threads on correctly. Put oil on it. Rotate it down. Step 2 is to put it on. Step 3 is a 3/4 turn once the rubber piece of the oil filter touches the housing. Okay, now it's touching. So now I want to do a 3/4 turn. you go.
So at this point, we're leaving the cover off because we're going to check the oil later. So,
Brush washer. Give it a good snug so you crush that crush washer, and that's it. Do you think we should put some oil in it?
we got the filter in, we got the drain plug back in.
Time for oil. And a funnel.
Takes 2 quarts and 1 pint.
Make sure you put this back in before you start the engine. How long do we need to let the engine run for?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I'm a little close. That's okay. You ready?
2 minutes later.
All right, now that we let the engine run for about 2 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and check the oil level.
It says to check cold, but Polaris says to let it warm up. We're gonna go with Polaris.
Yep. Let's take a look at this dipstick here for a sec. Right here it says add, right here it says safe. If you have oil in between these 2 dots, you're good. Before we put the dipstick in there, just want to note, you need to clean the dipstick off really good before you check the oil. Don't know if you can see, but it says safe. Because I'm thorough, I'm going to make sure and check it one more time. I always check the oil on the dipstick twice. All right, it says safe. So we're gonna go with that. All right, now take the cover and we're gonna put it back on. Just like that. All right, now that we changed the oil, last thing we gotta do is put the cover back on. So the same in reverse, you just put the cover back on just like we took it off. Slip it back down in the hole at an angle like that. You can either hit it, I kind of like lifting it up on the handle, slip it back on just like that.
That, as they say, is that.
Thanks for watching. That'll lift it on the funnel.
See, it looks fairly decent coming out of there.
But you gotta do the airlock on the funnel. Oh! Almost lost it. There we go. We just about lost it. All over the floor.
Don't rip that on my hand.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. There's the old one. That's a crush washer you gotta remove.